All right, and then we're going to go and we're going to end the show with Melanie, who's been waiting for a while there. Melanie, great to have you on. You have a tale to tell us. What's going on?
Well, I'm having a problem getting some resolution through the ABE office with bullying and some harassment that's been going on at school. I'm currently going to an adult education school. It's in the CBN area. A
private school, yeah?
Yes, private school, and I'm funded through the ABE program, and been working with my school, my teachers there and stuff to, circumvent, try to deal with some of the problems that are going on. And she's done her best. Suggested, I try to ignore it, just push it off and all these other things like that, which is fine, because I know
that doesn't work. Ignoring it generally doesn't work. And is it happening within the building or on the property or?
Yes, it's within the building. There was an incident that she said that the teacher says can't be proven on property, but the timing of everything is a little too convenient for it to not have happened there. Someone decided to write some graffiti on a girl who gave me a ride to school every day on her van, and that obviously really upset her. And because of that, she wasn't comfortable to drive me to school anymore. So it's had effect on other students, not only me. And then I've tried to approach it with the teacher. She's she's asked to do. I do what I can to not let it bother me and just stick to the grind and do my schoolwork, which is what I was doing. And it's still continuing. So when I talked to some people around, I called the St. John's Native Friendship Center because they sometimes are a resource for me. I spoke to a lady there, and she suggested talking to my funding counselor. When I did manage to finally get a hold of her, I was met with very strange suggestions. She suggested I perhaps withdraw for a time if I cannot attend full time because of it. Wait for these students to leave. Oh,
so reward the abusers for their abuse. Give them a win on this, and that's the best way to handle it. That's great advice.
Yeah, and that is from the government funding officers.
Wow.
And honestly, I was taken aback by that, and
I can well imagine.
Upset.
Let me ask: is the bullying or the nature of the abuse racial in nature, or?
Not at first.
No.
But I am a minority there, and it didn't really kick into full gear until another student had disappeared. He no longer attended. He was also of a First Nation descent, and when he left,
did he leave because of the behavior that you're talking about?
Yes, when he was gone, I noticed behaviors were starting to pick up towards me, and
so they're just looking for a target. When one disappears, they pick another one. It has really nothing to do with you, other than they need to abuse somebody or bully somebody.
Yeah, and that's what it sort of comes down to, and no one really wants to address anything. Maybe it's the fact that the situation now has become racial. Maybe because it's become that way, they're too scared to deal with the situation because they've maybe never really dealt with it before. But the fact that the provincial representative suggested I either go to another school or withdraw for now until these people are gone doesn't do anything, because I could come back and have other students there start the same thing, because that's just, the way they are, how they deal with stuff.
Ellie, at what point do you get the police involved, or is that pointless? Is that going to do anything for you, do you think?
Because there are other people, there's, other people involved, I don't want, to say call the police, because, I'm not sure. It's always a gray area. What do you do? What do you say to someone? How do you really approach it, especially when it's adults and they're trying to be very carefully evasive about it so that they can't be pinned.
Yeah, it's easy to say too, but it's a different kettle of fish when you're in the situation, and it can actually exacerbate the situation, spring it past where anybody wants it to go. Listen, unfortunately, we're out of time. We're going to have to pick this up. I do appreciate your call. It's a very tough situation to be in. I don't envy you or anybody in it, and it needs to be dealt with and exposed for what it is. And perhaps we can find some advice on how best to tackle this and get it to stop, because that's all you want.
Yeah, and I don't want anybody else to come in behind me and be in the same situation and be completely defeated, suggested to leave, and give up their education because of a few bullies at school, and nobody really wants to handle them, saying, look, you just need to back off. Because
Melanie,
you're doing come to my defense to do that.
You're doing the courageous thing, and I really hope we can help you somehow. I really appreciate the call today, and let's talk again on this, because there is a way to fix it, and you've made the right start.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me.
I really appreciate the call. Thank you.
All right. Bye.